Welcome back to Midwest Access. I'm your host, Jesse Allison. Well, saving lives, restoring hope, and changing futures, this mission is what makes the Women's Shelter and Support Center a great resource for those who are impacted by domestic violence. And we have Jeannie here to share with us. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Glad to be here.
Yes, after you had a very big night last night.
We did, yes.
Yes, so your big gala fundraiser, tell us about how that went.
Well, it's called Transforming Lives, and it was held at the Mailwood Stone Barn, a beautiful venue.
Yes.
And it was packed. We had lots and lots of people. We had a couple of victims share their stories,
Wow.
and we honored all of our volunteers. It was a wonderful evening.
Yeah, amazing work that you are doing in our community. And just as we were talking before with people who have experienced homelessness, to be able to, for these victims to be brave to share their stories. And you were sharing afterwards, people come up and want to share their stories too.
They do indeed.
Yeah. But there's still kind of there's still a stigma around. I think it's still hard for people to come forward when they're experiencing domestic violence. What ways can we support those around us or support you in helping those people?
Well, it's really difficult for victims. Part of the domestic abuse whole scenario is removing power and control from a victim. So they don't know that there are resources available, and they don't have the option to necessarily reach out. So if you have someone in your world that's experiencing that, listen to them, ask what you can do to help them. They don't need another person directing them or telling them you need to do this or this.
Sure.
But they need to know that there are resources available for them.
That's good to know how to approach, you know.
Right.
There's been a couple of times in my life where I've thought, that person seems real isolated, and could there be something going on? What advice would you give for, an outsider to try to approach that?
Well, don't be afraid to ask.
Okay.
Are you going through a difficult thing right now? You're kind of quiet, you've been withdrawn a little bit, I've been worried about you. What's going on?
Okay, just give them that opportunity to, rather than, I think this is happening, you need to do this.
Right,
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I never thought of that they're receiving plenty of that probably in their daily life.
They are.
So how can we support the Women's Shelter better as a community?
Well, I think October's been Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and we've been going out to lots of programs and agencies, doing presentations, talking about why people stay in a domestic violence relationship. And we have a few more events coming up, and the Halloween theme seems to be pretty big.
It sure is a little thick today.
Yes, it's pretty cool though. Next week we have Rochester Law Enforcement coming to our children's Halloween party. They like to come every year and have a great evening with the kids, play lots of games, and then they come back on Halloween and take the kids trick-or-treating.
They do. Oh my gosh.
They have an escort. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's fantastic. You have police escort or law enforcement escort where you go trick-or-treating. I think it's so important that they do things like that so that kids can get to see law enforcement officers on, not the worst day of their life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Law enforcement gets pretty excited. They contacted us back in September and said, oh, we're so excited for Halloween. And I thought, oh my gosh, we're still loading backpacks for school. So they get pretty excited about that.
That's awesome. What a great partnership. Well, thank you so much, Jeannie, for coming in to share.
Thank you.
Yes, and so if you missed the banquet last night and you want to donate, you can head to the website and there'll be information there on how you can help.
There it is.
Yeah, thank you. Well, next on Midwest Access, Real Talk with Robin is back, and Olivia and Robin are going to chat about what's new at RE/MAX. And then our question of the day, some researchers say doing this is actually good for your brain, even if you don't like it.